and gentlemen, happy Tuesday. Thanks for getting up with me. And if you're getting your coffee, you're getting ready for work or school, whatever you're doing right now, thank you so much for tuning in to the Morning Sprint with me, Daphne Gray. Had a wonderful day so far today. Jam-packed news day, but also you already know right here on the Sprint, we take the stories that you guys are finding either positive or trendy or something that's getting a conversation going. Make you scratch your head on some situations, but also it turns bad situations into the good. You see the good that is happening in the community. But also, again, those questions that I ask you guys on different matters. For example, this one right here. What would you do if somebody said that you could get paid to watch your favorite Christmas movies for 25 days straight? Would you do it? We'll tell you how you can get in on this action later in the Sprint. And also, I do want to talk about this as well, because some of you had a lot to say about the question that I asked yesterday. Is it too early for Christmas decorations? If you know me by now, you know what my answer is, but some of you guys had a lot of different answers. So I'm taking all the answers that you dropped in my comment section on my professional Facebook page on that post, and we're going to read them all out. All right, we're getting into that coming up later on in the Sprint. But for right now, let's get right into some of those stories that I told you that, can start off kind of bad, can get into a positive spin on it, or it can be just an awareness thing, something positive happening. For example, for our Uber drivers out there, there is some new features that are being added right now to make sure that your experience is safe when you're picking up riders, okay? So the company Uber announced more than 20 new features coming to their drivers app, including verifying riders. That will show the drivers if they're picking up the right person or not, so that way they're not caught off guard by someone who is trying to bum rush them or anything like that. They can verify whether that rider is true or not. Also, starting next year, Uber will also expand the record My Ride feature, which allows drivers to use their phones to record the videos of their trips. Other new features include protecting drivers from false accusations that lead to bad ratings, including allegations of driving under the influence. Drivers will now have the opportunity to take drug screenings to disprove these kind of allegations from riders. So again, a lot of cool features that I think are going to be very, very helpful because we have just in a crazy world that we're living in today, both the riders and the drivers need to have some type of form of security. And if they get to record their rides to make sure anybody that's on an unruly passenger in the backseat, they got proof of that, and verifying the person that they're picking up, that is always important, especially, and I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, that is very, very important, especially if you pick up someone and, you're concerned about who this person is and if that person matches the identity that was provided or not. So yes, love these features. I think this is a good deal, and I think it should be implemented as soon as possible. I know they said starting next year, so keep that in mind if you're picking up or getting involved in Uber next year. Changes are coming to Roanoke's Melrose Plaza. Goodwill Industries of the Valley is working to revamp the area, doing so in a cool story. Keisha Lynn has been talking about this all day. This is what the site looks like now, but next year a new development will sit here. It will include a wellness center where people will have access to dental, medical, and behavioral health services. There will also be a bank that will provide financial literacy courses, a market with affordable food, and an adult high school. I spoke with, you got the president and CEO, Richmond Vincent, about this new project, and here's what he had to say about it.
And so we believe by improving access to nutritious food, by improving education for those who do not have a high school diploma, will allow us to reduce that life expectancy gap between those in 24017 and those in 24018.
So the groundbreaking will take place for the new plaza this morning at 11 o'clock. So if you guys are going out there, weather should be pretty decent. Just wear a light jacket, but this is also a beautiful initiative coming to our area. And just another resource that's going to help people have a very successful future. Obviously, if you want to see more about this story, go to our website at WSLS.com. We got all the details and so much more right there on Keisha Lynn's article. It's the season of giving, my favorite season, the Christmas holiday, and it's always important that when you ever want to try to figure out how to give children across the globe just a moment of smiling when it comes down to opening a present and giving them some type of thing to open on Christmas. And that's what's happening with Operation Christmas Child. So this is an organization that is called Samaritan's Purse. You already know it. This is in hopes of bringing joy to children in need. For this initiative, you get a shoebox and pack it full of toys, school supplies, and personal care items. And then that box is then sent to a distribution center and given to kids all across the globe.
These shoe boxes go to some pretty rough places where the children are struggling. In these third world countries, it's difficult for them to live and to survive, and they don't have access to the gospel and to churches. And so we are able to be Jesus and to share his love through these shoebox gifts.
Beautifully said right there. So there are a dozen of drop-off sites in our area. To find the one near you, just head to our website at WSLS.com. Always cool to see those projects and different organizations stepping in, again, to make a child smile, someone who may not have the opportunity or the option of having a fun Christmas. A shoebox can go a long way, especially if it's filled with toys and all kind of goodies that you know will bring a smile to a child's face. Something else that'll bring a smile to a child's face is being able to have a beautiful family to call their own. So we're going to introduce you to this one girl. She's a part of the 30 Days of Hope, where we're trying to show you these individuals. Over 700, and yeah, I think it's exactly 750 kids are without a permanent home. They're in foster care, and we're trying to get them in loving families. This girl by the name of Bree enjoys reading, likes to run cross country, and has a great sense of humor. Again, she's just one of 750 kids who can be adopted in Virginia. Our very own 10 News Jenna Zipton introduces to her who she can be very described as empathetic, patient, and determined. This is her story in 30 Days of Hope.
I want to belong in a family because I feel like I just want to be cared for. I feel like sometimes I just feel kind of hopeless that nobody cares. But if I'm around certain people, I know I'm not alone and I know people care. It just takes me a little bit to know them or to talk to them to get to that spot.
Brianna is 16 years old. She says honesty and being truthful are important to her in any relationship.
I would describe a family as like dedicated on knowing what they want so they don't just start like going for someone and then they back out at the last second. I think in a family, I would want them to be like encouraging and not willing to give up so fast, because I feel like a lot of times parents are like anybody, they just lose hope on someone very fast because of their background.
She would like to go on adventures with a family, walks, hikes, play outside, not just sit at the house.
I think most of the time my friends would describe me as energetic or outgoing because I'm always constantly on something, trying to make somebody laugh or smile, because sometimes people just be having a bad day, and I feel bad because I know how it is to be in that place. So I feel like everybody should have a friend or somebody that cares about them. It shouldn't matter on, how they look or their skin color.
Her favorite holiday is Thanksgiving.
I feel like it's a time where we can all share and be with our families what we're grateful and thankful for. And this year, what I was thankful for was having a roof over my head and being able to be in a good school and getting things done that needs to be done.
Talk about a sweet girl right there. And like I said, we wish her the best and pray for the best, that she have a wonderful, wonderful future one day. So her story and so many other stories that we've featured and have featured in the past and will feature on our website, WSLS.com. Also, if you're interested in fostering or adopting or anything like that, we have the details as far as the resources to reach out to get involved with that. Moving on, guys, we got to get to this weather. Starts off really, really cold in the morning, but it turns out to be very beautiful in the afternoon. And the very best meteorologist, Chris Michael, join us right now with that.
Hey there, guys. Happy Tuesday. High pressure still our main weather source. That's going to result in cold mornings, mild afternoons. It's also going to result in dry weather through at least Thursday. Chance for a few showers Friday, but it's not going to be a lot. We're looking ahead to that, plus the weather ahead of Thanksgiving right now on WSLS.com. Have a great Tuesday. I'll see you guys later.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Moving on over. Okay, so I have beef with this next story because I used to love Dr. Pepper. Obviously, over time, drinks taste different. They don't taste the same as they did when you were a kid. But Dr. Pepper decided to turn up a little bit more, but on a spicy version of it. So I want to know what you guys think about this. Several people obviously love Dr. Pepper, but what if it actually had hot peppers in it. Yeah, that's the concept behind the brand's newest carbonated concoction called the Dr. Pepper Hot Take, puts a fiery spin on the popular soda by adding spicy peppers as an ingredient. Experts say that this may be part of a trend where Americans are abandoning the mild or bland flavors of traditional comfort foods for more exotic, spicier cuisines. The need for heat trend does not appear to be slowing down anytime soon, but the limited edition drink that launched last week will only be around while supplies last. If you want a bottle of Dr. Pepper Hot Take, you have to be a Pepper's Perk Reward member and play a scratch to win on their website for a chance to get the drink. So again, what are y'all's thoughts on this? I don't too much care for it. I've always said that there are certain things that belong together and certain things that do not belong together. And most of the times when you're drinking something, you're trying to cool your mouth off from feeling some type of way if you do get a hold of a hot pepper or something. But to drink a spicy Dr. Pepper, that sounds like it's going to be a lot of indigestion, a lot of gas in your chest. Like, this doesn't sound like the best option, in my opinion. And another thing is that, I think hot deserves to be with just strictly food, nothing liquidy. Like, I love hot sauce. I could put that on anything, but as far as having a drink, like an actual beverage, and I will even use this as an example. I know I've had accidentally tried a spicy margarita, I think it was called. It was like a jalapeno margarita, and gosh, it's just not. I'm not a fan of that kind of aftertaste, that hint of spice that'll, obviously it wakes your taste buds up, but it's just like I don't like that. But to think that you have a Dr. Pepper infused with hot peppers, let me know your thoughts. You hear me? I don't too much care for it, but you guys may like it. All right, so let's get to this story that we were telling you guys about getting paid to do something that a lot of you are going to be doing anyways and enjoying it because it's a tradition every year around Christmas, okay? So there's nothing better than turning on your favorite holiday movie and settling into a warm blanket with a hot drink in hand. This holiday season, one lucky person can get paid to do it. CableTV.com looking for a chief of cheer to watch 25 movies in 25 days, and the chosen candidate has to keep track of each flick and rank them based on nostalgia, heartwarming storytelling, and holiday cheer. And the chief of cheer will get $2,500, y'all. $2,500. We all know that can go a long way, especially in today's economy, and a year's subscription to 7 different streaming services. The best part, there's no list to stick to. You can choose your favorites from an animated classic like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to a Hallmark rom-com. You can even watch the action thriller Die Hard if you think that is a Christmas movie as well. I know that's a debate in itself. A lot of people just like, that's not Christmas. Some people say it is Christmas. If you watch the movie, it's about a Christmas season. So, hey, it is Christmas. Chief of Cheer applications close on December 1st. So I actually would love to participate in this competition, but I mentioned earlier today that my favorite Christmas movie of all time, cannot go wrong with it, is A Christmas Story. I can watch that movie on loop, back to back to back. You cannot, I just cannot get bored with it. You just got to keep watching it. So I think that 100% I would be able to watch that particular movie for 25 days straight, over and over and over again. And if that's a competition in itself, then I think I can make some money off of it. What do you guys think? So yeah, Christmas Story. You got The Grinch Stole Christmas. You got Home Alone. Obviously, is a classic. So if these are movies and things that you think you would participate in, please let me know. Drop it in the comment section because we're gonna get to Jazzy Jazz, and I want to hear y'all's opinion on it. First of all, would you try spicy Dr. Pepper? Second of all, would you try this particular deal? I know Kareem just jumped in. He says if you throw what does he say? Throw some hamburgers and I want to read it specifically because he is funny. Let me see. Kareem came in and said, his thoughts on if he could participate in watching Christmas movies back to back to back, 25 days straight to earn some money. And his response, my phone is just not wanting to participate correctly. I just know he said if they throw some cheeseburgers and beverages in it, he would be more than happy to be signed up for it. And I think that is the case for a lot of people because that is actually a good deal to kind of jump in on. Look, I'm actually bothered. I want to try to read this comment. I don't know why my phone is messing up right there. There we go. Boom. There you go. If they throw in free hamburgers and sweet tea, count me in. That is our very own Kareem saying that he would do the competition if they throw in some more snacks and stuff to help you be even more of a couch potato. I got a lot of respect for that. All right, so we got to get into this before we get to Jazzy Jazz, because as I mentioned yesterday, I put it on my page and everybody was just like bing, 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 constantly responding to, is it too early to decorate for Christmas ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday? I know some people are a little salty about that. I'm not. You already know my answer. It's never too early for Christmas, but let's hear what you had to say in the comment section. All right, so we're gonna go through each and one of these comments that I got on my professional page, back to back to back. Derondo Willis says, the day before Christmas is the perfect time to put up your tree. Dude, that is way too late, man. That's and again, this is coming strictly off of my opinion. I think that's too late. You got to put that joker up a long time so people can see how cute it is throughout the year, or throughout the end of the year, I'd say. Mary Wilson Modes came in and says, I've always put my tree up the first week of November. I love this time of year, stressful but magical. I'm with you on that, Mary. Good answer. Glenda says, I used to put my tree up on the weekend before Thanksgiving. Hey, I still think that that's perfect timing. A day before Christmas is not perfect, man. Kareem obviously comes in and he says, make your home your own. Thank you, Kareem. Do you, boo. That's basically what he's saying is, do you, boo. Marcy says, it's too early. Marcy, me and you we got beef, man. Mary Schmidt came in and says that it is tradition to put it up after Thanksgiving. That's her thoughts. I'm going to have mine up before. I know a lot of people have already started doing that. We're getting some chunky comments. We got Judy Dickerson. She comes and says, I think whatever makes you happy and increases your joy during this wonderful time of celebration of our Savior's birth. Amen. Hallelujah, Judy. I 100% agree with that. Kathy Fulcher comes in and says that in our family, Thanksgiving is a really big deal, so we wait to start Christmas until after Turkey Day. When we see Santa at the end of the Macy's parade, we can start the next holiday. Okay, fair point there. Tina comes in and says, I say put it up whenever it makes you the happiest. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, because it's your tree and your home and your heart's happiness. Good answer. And then our last set of comments right now is coming in right here. Dwayne says, too early. Should be a law that Christmas music and decorations can't happen until Thanksgiving weekend. Come on, Dwayne. See, me and you got beef now. I would, if that is a law, I would break it in a heartbeat. Mary Vassy says that I start my Christmas decorating on Thanksgiving. That's a fair point. A lot of people do that. And then Paul comes in and he says that Thanksgiving and Christmas go hand in hand. Thankful for the birth of Jesus and my salvation. Amen to that. 100% agree with all of those comments. People who are salty about putting their Christmas trees up now and talking about waiting till the day before Christmas, man, I got trust issues with you. But I completely understand. You got a good point. You want to enjoy Thanksgiving, which is understandable. Let's bring in Jazzy Jazz on this debate. Jazz, are you with me?
Good morning.
How you doing, girlie?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I am good. So obviously, this particular article blew up online. If it's blowing up on my professional page, I know our website got lit up. But what is your personal take on this? When is it too early to put up Christmas decorations?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm with you, Daphne, because I love Christmas. I think it's just the most, not to sound cliche, but I do think it's the most wonderful time of the year. I love the Christmas movies. I love the cookies. I love the decorations. So honestly, after Halloween is over, I'm ready to go into Christmas. I won't be setting up my Christmas tree after Halloween. I always wait until the weekend after Thanksgiving just because that's tradition.
Yeah.
But people who do set up their Christmas decorations before then, I'm not judging, but I love Christmas.
Hey, and so my thing is that I feel like Thanksgiving and Christmas, like they said, I think it goes hand in hand because there's nothing more warming in your household than to eat turkey dinner and see a tree or just feel that atmosphere of the fall holidays. That's just me.
I agree because it just coincides or coexists with one another in such a beautiful way, because Thanksgiving is a time to express your gratitude for everyone around you and your family and just other things that you're thankful for. And Christmas is another holiday where families come together and they have probably haven't seen each other in a while, and just be able to spend that quality time and make those memories that will last with you for a lifetime. So yeah, it's just a wonderful time, and I love Christmas. I personally I don't set my Christmas tree up until after Thanksgiving, but honestly, I wouldn't have a problem with doing it before.
Hey.
I just love the feeling of Christmas and like the feelings and that it invokes in general.
I love
And
it.
as far as Christmas movies go, my favorite movie is also A Christmas Story.
Yes! You know, I actually, when I went back to visit Brittany, I went to the actual house it was shot in, and it was pretty cool. Like, it was a really cool deal.
That's really cool. Yeah, I love that movie. It's hilarious.
Yes.
I told you everything, but people don't get it.
I love it. Now, I will ask you this. Would you try this spicy Dr. Pepper?
No. I'm just gonna get regular Dr. Pepper.
Yes. Tell me, do we have any viewers or comments today?
Yeah, we have a comment from Kareem. He says he drinks soft drinks for refreshment, not to challenge his taste buds.
That is so true. I love him. He is my boy.
That's it for today.
Perfecto. Well, Jazz, you have a blessed rest of your day, okay?
All right, you too.
All right, bye. I swear, Kareem, always coming in clutch with the comments. All right, guys, before we roll out, let's get to these headlines, things that are happening throughout the day that you want to be in the know on, whether it's in our later newscast or online at WSLS.com. So, November is National Diabetes Awareness Month, and we're going to get to that story, but coming up in our later newscast, a highly anticipated project to improve a popular highway. Governor Glenn Youngkin broke ground on the Interstate 64 widening project. We got the details as far as what all that entails. Plus, crews are still working to fully contain a wildfire in Patrick County. Virginia Department of Forestry tells us that the fire has burned 1,150 acres so far, and the fire is 70% contained. We're following that story. And time is running out for Congress to avoid a government shutdown this weekend. Today is the first time that the House is able to vote on Speaker Mike Johnson's two-step funding plan. Some people standing in the way of that, so it's a lot of drama that's always taking place. And as I mentioned earlier, November is National Diabetes Awareness Month. One local businesswoman honoring her late son who passed away from complications with diabetes at 23 years old. Her name is Julie Atkins, and she owns all the All Sports Cafe locations in Roanoke and Salem. And she says all month long, 15% of the sales from both All Sports Cafe restaurants will go to the American Diabetes Association in honor of her late son, Lucas. She says that Lucas wanted to become a healthcare lobbyist specifically for type 1 diabetes. Lucas was diagnosed with the disease just before his 18th birthday, died at just 23 years old from complications. So we got that story, so much more, how you can help, how you can contribute to all of the different causes that are happening right now at this time of year. If you're decorated for your Christmas holiday, man, more power to you. If you're getting ready for Thanksgiving, more power to you. Either way, we're all in this together. And again, when we're in a world where such a heavy news cycle is taking place, what better way to celebrate than to be with each other, say I love you, be thankful to be in the environment and atmosphere of peace in the midst of all the chaos. So, with that being said, guys, I'm actually going to drive home tomorrow to be with my home and my family in Arkansas. So I won't be here for the rest of the week, but I will be back here on Monday, next Monday, to be back with you guys with some more crazy, fun stories. But again, while I go back home, I'm going to enjoy that time with my family, my mom and my dad, away from the news cycle, because we all know how daunting that can be on our mental health. So I need a break. Your girl need to unplug. And I hope you guys unplug as well. Just spend time in the moment with your family. Whenever you got that opportunity, do so, because you never know what would happen, the day after or whatever. You never know whose life or whose card is being pulled. So be grateful, be thankful. I will see you guys back here next Monday. In the meantime, have a blessed rest of your week.